Hello and welcome back to another Hogwarts Legacy video. I am Squishalski and this is of course my playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy. For anyone who is new here, this is my second time playing the game, so I'm trying to get around everything, sort of fill out the bits that I didn't fill out before, so things like the field guide pages and stuff like that. But anyway, without any further ado, let's get into it. So did start doing the gobbledygook quest, so yes, I was part way through that and I'm going to continue on through that quest. So this is really the quest, the main quest that's sort of leading up to the finale, if you like. There's still some other bits and pieces to do, but I sort of tried to hang it out a bit, I suppose, so I didn't get through the game too quickly, because I originally played the game in like about 62 hours, like the whole game. So yeah, trying to elongate it slightly and also pick up some quests that I hadn't picked up originally before. So anyway, let's continue through.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
So let's go round this way. I think this is taking me back a little bit. Oh, only to here, yeah, okay, cool.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Revelio.
Okay, so I'm just trying to think. Okay, so I'm going to go through here.
Clever.
Ah, yeah, this was one where. What did she say?
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
It's on the other side. Yeah, okay.
I'll be quiet. Afraid to fight? Too slow.
There we go, that's what I want.
Call that spell casting? Descendo!
was meant for me. I've been fighting since before you were born. Enough of this.
Okay, come on, come on, come on. Okay, cool. Right. Oh, right. So my controller's going to get weird. Go. Whoa. Cool.
It's too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
It is, we know.
Rebellion.
Bits over here. Let's get...
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Let's go put some other bits around the back a bit here. Oh, okay. Nearly forgot that. Okay, no, we'll get that here. Right. Okay, right, come on, let's keep going. Let's keep it going, keep it going, keep it going.
Revelio. Revelio.
Aha, some bits up there. Let's... Okay.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
Right. Out. Itch, itch, itch. Perfect.
Revelio.
Goes up here. Making my way back round. Ooh. Select absolutely everything.
Revelio.
There's just little locks down there. Moonstone is what we use to build in the room of requirement.
Please don't do that.
Protego.
Okay. Moonstone. Okay.
Revelio.
So we've got lots of them there. No, we don't.
Better than patrol duty.
Somebody there. Stupid.
this way. Easily armoured. Was meant for me. Ah, you see, times. Enjoy it. Well done. It. Get away! This me!
Come on.
You won't get away with that.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Amit. Revelio.
Collect everything that we need. Go, go, go. So,
Quite good at sneaking about. We'll see.
there we go. Right, so we're making our way.
Revelio.
One.
Confringo.
Please don't do that. This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Cool, so now I need to exit the mine. Collect some shit as I go, obviously, because
Revelio.
why not? Just that. Sure, let's do it that way.
There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
Yeah. There we go. Knew that I could see that for
I
some.
need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
Well, I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio.
Something else.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
I just want to make sure that we've collected what we can. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So, interesting find. Next in the mine? No. It's up here. Okay, okay, interesting. How do I get out of here? Ah, hang on a minute.
Revelio.
I need to go up. Oh, there we go. Right. Right. And let's exit the mine. Cool. Okay, so let's do this. I feel like I'm getting closer to the end. Well, I know that I am actually, to be fair.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Okay. Here we go.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. if Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Ooh. Okay, so I have some new quests available. So let's take a look. First of all, let's take a look at the gear. I need to actually go back to the room of repository. Okay, cool. Cool, right. Go. Excuse me, right. I've got one talent point, yeah, I know. I just haven't decided what I'm going to put it on yet. Okay, right. That's what I was going to do. Look at the... Look at the quest. What quest have I got now? Oh, no stories available. Okay, so I don't actually have any quests. These are all the ones that I've completed. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to go to the map and go back to the room of repository. And let's see. Hogwarts map. Let's go secret rooms, because it is a secret room. Keep it secret. Go to the room of requirement. Okay. Do this. Yeah.
I have thrilling news. I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spintwitches as soon as you can.
Cool. Okay, so right, so I need to speak to the portrait. Okay, so I need to go back to. So I've now got two quests: Sky's the Limits and the Headmistress Speaks. So let me do that. Go to the map. And again, we want to go to the secret room. And we want to go to the room, not the room of requirement, the map chamber. So let's listen to what she has to say. So I'm going to listen to what she has to say, then, because I think she's going to put me on another trial, but I'm going to go do the broomstick one after. Try and get some of those bits done. Because we're sort of not kind of close to the end.
Welcome back.
Okay.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but
You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand.
Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Cool. So, taking a quick look through my quests. So the sky is the limit. So let's head back to. Oh no, I think I'm about. Can I go to the map? Yeah, I should be able to go to the map. So let's go to the map. Hogsmeade. And let's fast travel there. Let's try and get to some of these other little questy bits done. Yay. Let's get in there. Slowly get in. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Little cabbies.
My advice when dealing with untoward matters is
Bah, there we go. Let's go inside, shall we?
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
Cool, right. 4,000 and something. I don't have enough funds at the moment. So,
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
I'm going to... Let's take a look at the map. Let's sell some shit. Because I want the broom upgrade. So, the takes... So, wait, there we go. Right, let's... Got it.
My father always told me that I wandered.
Let's go sell some stuff. Cool, right, now before I sell some stuff, let me just check my gear, that I'm wearing the highest gear of everything that I have. Oh, nice. Cloaks and robes. And you have that one. Okay, cool. Right, let's see. I don't think I'm going to make enough money.
Those that go to Azkaban never had a chance in the first place.
Ready for a little change in fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your time.
So, right. Sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that, and sell that. Cool. Don't have enough.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Yeah, I
Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
don't have enough. Don't have enough. Okay, so let's look at the other quest. Speak to Professor Fig in his office, so I will do that at some point. Professor Fig, I want to get the broom upgrade.
I was thinking more.
Let me just. This is an assignment, but I want it to. Sky's the limit. There we go. Oh no, assignments. Yeah, right, okay, so in that case, because I do need to get some more funds, so I'm going to have a look around. let's see if there is any more on the world map. Wrong button. Just trying to see if there's anything. No, right, okay. Let's go to the world map. See if there's any more field guides that I haven't got. Oh, what's that? Oh, collection chests. 3 of 4. Okay. Where to do those? Okay, let's. Just these little odd bits, I think. Okay, let's start down here. Any odd. Okay, so we've got these here. So I'm going to set away from here. I'm going to do some of these astrology stuff because I haven't really done any of that. Could dig out some other little areas. Oh, headphones falling off there. So these are like the odd little bits that you can that you do. So to try and collect all of the cards and everything. Because, yeah, I didn't finish collecting all of those in the last game. And you can continue on, but I want to try and complete, especially the field guides, before finishing the game, because it kind of gets mentioned about that. So, come on.
Said that travel broadens the mind.
I'm sure that it does.
An astronomy table should prove useful once the sun's down.
Yes, it shall. Right, let me collect some of these things. Right, let's go to the map, wait, and then it'll be night time. I don't want to go that. Anywho, oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. Map. Yes, we want to wait till night time because then I can do my little
Knowing our meeting.
Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
Okay.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Cool. Right. So I've got some other quests in that now. So let's. Right. Some of these other quests will then help me get to where else I need to go. So let me go back and see Natty. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. There we go, right. Let's go see Natty. Oh, it's getting a bit chilly. It's becoming colder. It's becoming colder. People are around me. Anywho.
these rocks have seen better days.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Cool. Right.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hog's Head. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hog's Head, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Cool.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Cool.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them. See what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them.
Cool. Right.
Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Okay, so let's go.
Only a hairy hole.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Revelio.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Okay.
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
Ooh. What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Okay. Okay, so let's... Oh, aha, there's some upstairs here. It's got to be... Ooh,
Aloha Mora.
nice. Okay. Perfect. Two guys as well. Some kills over here. Little chest. Let's map it out and wait for night time because I want the demi guys. Oops. Okay, interesting. Ah, there is also a thingy.
Revelio.
Okay, so let's see if I can now get it to go tonight. Oh, it won't let me. Okay, interesting. Okay, well, I'll have to come back with that. Oh, it might be because I'm actually in. I don't know. It should. Yeah, it might be because I'm in it. Right, okay. Right, let's go find the others and then I'll come back. Right.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I would like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Sorry about that. Right.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note that might help me to identify it should I come across it?
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Cool.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Cool, right. So let's head up here.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
That's it. Let's do it.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help.
Cool.
Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Okay, so let's
Revelio.
look, see what is up here. Aha. Bits outside, we've got some bits up here. There we go. Ooh, some bits around here. cats do not be seen. Cool. Right, so on that note, I'm going to leave this here for now. So let me just save the game here. So we seem to have got quite far, opened up some more quests and that as well, which is good. So I'm going to leave it there for now. So if you like this content, please do subscribe, comment, like, share, let me know your thoughts. And you can follow me on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok and Kick. And you may have noticed that I have posted or written a link at the beginning, end, and if you're on the desktop version you see it throughout the whole video. But Lebo and I are doing our 24-hour gaming marathon for Halloween and for the cat's protection. So if you would like to donate, you can do so by going to www.justgiving.com/page/Halloween 2024 Squishalski. That's all one word. You will see the link at the end of the video as well. But I'm going to leave it there for now. So until next time, I will say goodbye now, and I will catch you all next time. Bye bye for now.